Hello guys, welcome to Brighter Life Institute. I'm Alicia. If this is the first time that you visited my channel, I welcome you to click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when I post a new video. This channel was created to provide support, help and tools to help you to build up a better version of yourself. I want to talk to you today about parents, friends and family that feel entitled to ask you for money, to ask you for help, to ask you to support them. But you cannot ask anything from them, or you have ever felt the need to ask them any help. Many of us have experienced it once in our life, at least, to have a parents or friends and family member that ask us help with money. Some of us, surely, we all can understand that from time to time, some of us need help from our friends, family and parents. But the problem is when it is always the same people that seem to be in struggle and asking you for help, support and money, especially money. I noticed that this is very persistent and existent in African family. That you have many African family that ask money from a family member that live overseas. It makes you feel like some of those people that live in those countries think because you don't not live where they are, most of all in Africa, that you're better off than them, that you have more than them, that you're rich basically. Myself, I have my mother for many years never asked me how I was, what I'm doing in my life, or giving me some supportive words or advice, but constantly, or by not even a hello, asking me for money. Like for example, recently, I had someone call themselves cousin that I never spoken with and I don't know, came from nowhere and asked me money because she want to build a new home for her. I can tell you something, I don't have the money to build up my own home for myself. So can you imagine, this person is asking me money to buy a place so she can build a new home for her. And here, guys, it's not because someone live in another country that they're asking you small money. Example, if you have family that live in China and you live in US, the conversion between the Chinese money and the US money will be quite high. But not if the person is using the same currency exchange than you. So if they ask you 11,000, 50,000, 80,000 from you, it's really 11,000 and 50,000 in the same currency. So those people sometimes come and ask you those things because you live in another country. One, they never spoken to you before. They don't even ask how you are. They don't even try to know you. They don't even try to see if you have the means to help them. They just have an idea that you're better off than them. They don't even present who they are, apart I'm just a cousin. That doesn't tell me if you're a good person, who you are, if we connect, if we have a relationship. It's not because a person is your family, say that they are family, that they is your best friend, that they should have a place before a stranger that is not called family. Sometimes somebody that you meet that is a stranger give more to your life than the so-called family member, if you see what I mean. So yeah, this person come in and I never spoke to them. They have 4 kids. And let's talk about the kids for a minute, because some of those people, especially in the African family, they don't have only 1 or 2 kids. They maybe have 8 kids. Some of them have 12 kids. And they ask you money so they can give food to their kids. Well, guys, if you make kids, you kind of need to think about how you're going to afford it. Of course, some people may not be able to control that, or their partner is just not thinking about that, and they make kids and then they don't think that, no, yeah, this is people that you need to take care of and you need to feed, and if you don't have a job and you don't have money, how are you going to feed for these people? No, some people don't think about that. They call you and they kind of make you feel guilty to think about their situation, their kids and everything else, in the same ground that they don't even ask any question about you, not once. So I have this kind of experience, especially with my mother, that constantly telling me she's not okay. She's asking the money like it's a due to her because she's my mother. I have not been raised by my parents for the last 28 years of my life, or maybe 32 years of my life. I have not grown up with my parents. My parents have discarded me from them and any contact with any family member when I was 10 years old. But still, my mother will have the nerve to call me very upset, say, where's the money? Where I need the money. You're not doing anything for me. Not asking you how you are, how you afford for yourself, who you are, or even apologizing that they have not been there for you all this time. So yeah, you have those people that have those nerves out there. Some of us are really killing ourselves where we are to try to send money to help those people back at home. Yes, the gesture is very generous, but how can he be generous toward you when it's people that added no value to you, people that he never spoke with, people that somehow are not making good decisions for themselves? We could help people, all of us, but sometimes if we keep putting the cash out to the point that every month we continue, when we look at our money, we look at this is the money I need for the rent, this is the money I need for the food, this is the money I need for transport, this is the money I need for this and that, and you have to put on the side also, like it's your responsibility, this is the money I need to give us church. No, guys, you cannot do that. We are all capable people, and some of those people that, example, asking me money, they just making children. They get benefit money from the government. They never work in their life. They don't have any plan to get better in their life or to improve their life. They just want to live in a luxury at your expense. So think about that for a minute. Some of those people that ask me money, they don't put any money in education. They have bigger cars than me. I don't have a car, and they have 4x4. They have the latest iPhone. One of the kids of the person that was asking me money, and that's a person that I don't know at all, that just say, I'm your cousin, ask me 15,000 to buy herself a brand new car. I don't have a car. And her daughter, that is 15 years old, asked me, can you send me the iPhone 11? I don't have the iPhone 11. So we need to start enable the crazy mindset of certain people to ask her for help And this is not for help, really. It's mockery. They are mocking you because they did not even show any care toward you or any interest toward you. They're just contacting you to use you. I'm sorry to say, but it's not because somebody is part of your family that they are the best person that you owe them something. Because what the so-called blood, what's that? What's the meaning of that? The blood that want to use you, that want to drain you out. Certain of us do not reach our best potential in our life because of the people we have in our life. And those people can be actually friends and family. Yes, in the Bible, there are few parts in the Bible that make you aware to be very wary of friends and family, more than your enemies. It makes you think, isn't it? Certain people have been held back to live the great destiny because of the friends and family they have in their life. Some friends and family, if you become great, and let's imagine that you're from a very poor family and now you are making money after money and money, you having success after success because you work hard, you build up yourself, you have put the time to train yourself to become something of yourself. Then imagine, believe it or not, but there are certain people in your friends and family, despite they want to eat from your success, ask you money, the same people that want those things from you, doesn't want you to be great in your life. Yes, it's crazy, isn't it? Because if they want help from you, they surely want you to go higher and higher. No, they don't want you to go higher and higher. A certain people, instead to buy, put a deposit for a new home for them, they can't, because every month they get their friends and family and parents making them guilty to not give them money, to not feed them and pay for their life. So they cannot do anything for them. It is your responsibility to take care of yourself. You cannot allow the people to just use you blindly and have some bunch of parasites around you that just want to suck your blood away and doesn't add any value to you. I am okay, to help people that I can rely on. Example, the closer person to me usually is a boyfriend who's helping me and I'm helping him. So if I don't have money, I know I can rely on him. And if I have something I need, I can ask to borrow money from him and he can ask the same for me. So there is a give and take here that is really in balance. But there is no balance with people that just take from you. In the end of the day, when you look, you get depression, you get really depressed because nobody is adding value to you. Guys, be careful. Money is something that we can clearly see going down in our bank account. But some of us do not see that the energy that we have in ourselves, in our body, also can go down by getting drained by people that just take and take from us. We can also get drained there. That's why we're not visibly seeing it, but we can feel it in our body. So guys, you don't owe anything to anybody, especially not to your family. So especially to people that just call themselves uncle, grandma, mom and dad. If they are toxic for your life, then you need to see it as such. Yes, you can help sometime, like, I had my father asking me money and he hasn't spoken to me in 28 years. Okay, as a respect, he's asking me money. Let's say he asked me 1,000. I am not obliged to give him anything. But as a respect, I give him maybe 500 or 250. If that's not enough, then That's all I can afford. Sorry, I also have my life to pay for. I have overthink. And you know, guys, you don't even have to justify anything to those people that ask you money. If they are like, yeah, but why don't you give me 1,000? You have so much money. It is not their problem what you do with your money. You can do whatever what you want with your money. It is your money. It's your hard working. And you decide what you want to do with your money. You don't have to explain it, to justify it. You don't have to do anything for people that just try to manipulate you and make you feel guilty to get a grab on your hard work that you put for yourself. No. Those people are also capable to get a job and bring some money for themselves. If somebody is making 10 kids, either 2 kids or even 1 kid, it is their responsibility to take care of that kids. Okay, there's some countries, they give people an apartment and either cars and funding to take care of their kids, and some people will live off that, but nobody owe you anything. And that is the reality of the situation. You got to give yourself some opportunity to grow, to be a better person, and to create the life that you want to have. Again, to go back to the African family, certain African family do not contact you because they need food for their kids. No, they need money because there's a graduation. My daughter is get graduated. I need to buy some drink and wine for people that come in. Send me some money. No, you don't have to do that. Why? Because she's uncle, because she's mom, because she's sister, because she's dad. No, we need to stop the bullshit, okay? And those people that asking you money, if you're in the shit, they cannot do anything for you. So think about that, okay? We want to help people that already in the middle, that struggling, but they are doing everything to help themselves. We cannot help people that trying to use us and doesn't care about us. No, we can't. And some of you over there, the people pleaser, the people that need approval from your friends and family, that you really need, you need those friends and family in your life, otherwise you're nobody. Think again. Because people that are using you, they don't care about you, that you die, that you live, that you're better, And certain people, they are in constant crisis, not because they are in crisis, but because they see you going up, they create a crisis, so then you go down again. You focus on them and you stop thinking and stop doing the things that you need to do to elevate your life. Do not let other people sabotage your path to your greatest destiny. Do not. I must say, guys, if I had to focus, I didn't grow up with my parents and I did not grow up with any family member at all. I've been completely discarded from them when I was 10 years old and found myself completely alone with no help from nobody. This may be heavy, but this what have brought me blessing, to not have any of those people in my life, believe it or not. When I look back now, and it's 3 sides of family, they all in the same level, they all live the same, they all like, please give me, give me, give me. And they cannot believe how much I did on my own. So, sometimes you need to bless and kiss goodbye certain people in your life that is weighing you down. There are 3 kind of people in this life. The lifter that lift you, the waiter that weight you down that brought nothing, and the drag that just you drag them along, they're dead. You drag it along. It's time to cut off and let go certain people in your life. Yeah, it is really time for it. Because if they are just there to take, to drain, to weight you, to put weight on your back so you cannot move forward to your destiny, then you need to let go of them. Too many people are getting manipulated by the so-called family. Listen, Certain people you can meet out there, friends or people that are not your family, that do more for you as the family that you choose than the family you're born to. Not because you're born in a family that you're obligated to deal with them. You're not obligated to nothing. You're not obligated to do nothing to those people. If they don't help themselves in their life, that's on them. Wish them good luck and you need to go on. It can be very hard for some people to disconnect from that, because this family, these people are using great manipulation to get what they want from you. Well, do not allow themselves to manipulate you. Certain people want to live in a luxury in their life at your expense. Some people don't need family, they need help. They know you and they know how to call you when they need help from you. Some people in the family as well. I'll go back again to my mom. When I send my mother some money, and most of the time is in the middle where I don't have much also for me and I have a lot of bills to pay. Some of those people that live in another country, usually Africa, they think you or they don't think at all about what's going on with you. So it doesn't come to their mind that you also have bills to pay, and maybe more than them, because living in Europe, the bills and the rent and everything else are not cheap. Compared to if you live, example, in Africa, the currency exchange and fruits and vegetables may be cheaper. Despite you don't have much money, things are much cheaper to afford. But like everybody else, you have to pay your rent, bills and heat, food and the rest. So you're not living because you're living in another country that you are living rent free, food free, tax free and everything else. You have to pay those things, but they don't think at all about that. So you have people like my mother asking me money, and I will send a bit because I need to pay also my stuff, that get the money, and then you don't hear from them and you're wondering, did they get the money or not? So you call them to ask, did you get the money? And they're like, yeah. That's it. They look at you unsatisfied. There is no thank you, no gratitude, nothing. And you are like, man, why did I bother to send my hard work, the money that I could use for me, to you? It's a waste of my time to use my money to people that don't even say thank you. I hate giving anything at all to someone that doesn't show gratitude and they cannot say thank you. But yes, some of us, we're going through these things. My mother did that to me once. After that, I never allow her again to do this. It's not because you're my mother, you're my father, you're this or that you have the privilege to abuse me. You have the privilege to make me run around for you, to get access to my money and don't say thank you. So that's what's going on out there with some of us. We get in those people manipulating us, think that we are cash machine ATM for them. And if we don't help them, and you have helped before, let's say you have helped one person, an on-call 15 times, but you couldn't help the 16th time. Well, they only remember the 16th time you didn't help them. And they say, if you don't help me, then I will never speak to you again. But what a gain. Please guys, anytime somebody say, if you don't do this, I will never speak to you again, please do it. Just do it. This is great. You don't lose anything to lose a loser. Do you get me? You don't lose anything to lose people that add in zero value to your life. Anytime somebody offer this, like if you don't do this, I will never speak to you again, please, I beg you, just do it. Get rid of them. And certain people, one person teach me, if you want to get rid of someone, let them borrow money from you. It is true that if somebody borrow money from you and they don't want to pay it back to you, they will avoid you like the plague. But don't do that. I mean, if it's a small money and you're going to lose that person forever in life, yeah, give it, and you know you're not going to see that money again, and you're never going to see them again. But I will say, I have respect for my money I work for. Even €1, I'm in Europe, so euro. No, I don't want to give my money away to idiots and sharks and parasites that just want to use me. No, I have value for the hard money that I work for. So guys, if you're in that situation, you get friends and family asking you, and of course every situation is different. Some friends and family, they may really going through a hard time, but I'm talking here about those people that in a culture, especially the African culture, where you get a lot of people feeling the entitlement to ask you money, new shoes, and it's never used. Yeah, it has to be new shoes, the latest gadget, the latest iPhone, the latest computer, the latest car, some money for me to build up my house. It's crazy, isn't it, how they think? But they think like that. And they don't think about you at all, and they feel like, yeah, you have to help me, you got the money. They don't even know if you have the money or not. They see your lifestyle and they get excited. I would also advise you guys to not allow people like that in your life close to you at all. I have no family in my life, and I'm happy like that. I know some people, they love the family, they love the friends. But no, I don't want anybody around me that's just going to drain me out and going to use me. If you only have users around you, you're better off on your own. You never lose to be on your own and invest in yourself. Actually, I'll tell you a little story about my mother. She was giving me a headache about, I want an iPad, send me an iPad. And that after I sent her some money where she didn't even say thank you. You know what I did? I went ahead and got myself the latest iPad for myself. Yes, I was like, it's true. She need an iPad, so do I. I got that for myself first. Yeah, sometimes you have to do that. It's a good idea that somebody remind you. Maybe you need a new iPhone. Maybe you need a car, because they're asking that from you. Well, before you give something to someone, you need to treat yourself first. You need to have that yourself first. Do not give away things that you don't have yourself in your life that you also want. Having healthy boundary mean to be capable to say no to certain people that want to abuse and use you. If somebody is using you, don't blame them. Look at yourself. You have allowed it. You get what you allow people to do with you. So we all have to take the responsibility as well. What are we allowing other people to do with us? If somebody did not think about you, like, why they don't think about me? Because some of us will have the conversation with those people and say, why are you always asking me money? Don't you realize I don't have this? Don't you realize I have bills to pay? Don't you realize I don't have a job? Don't you realize I'm alone? I'm struggling? Why are you having this conversation with them? They don't care. You just make yourself look like a fool having that conversation, especially when it's not the first time, especially when somebody that you keep sending money never say thank you, and now you go ahead and have this conversation with them. Well, what's wrong with you? Who out there as a human being will have a conversation with a shark that is ready to eat you alive? Would you have a little conversation, or would you run? Yeah, you run. Because the shark doesn't want to know what's your problem. That you're tired, you're in your water because you're tired, you have a family, you have children, you have a disease, you want more time. The shark doesn't care about that. He see you in your water and they hit you. So don't think that because you see a human in front of you, that a human is less dangerous than a tiger, a snake, a shark when they come for you. They are maybe more vicious because they don't want to hit you, they want to use you, they want to destroy you, and they want to stop and sabotage what is good for you in your life. Be careful also when you're involved with a partner that constantly in crisis, that you constantly have to rescue, because there is this relationship out there of the rescuer and the saver. The reason certain people in your life close to you, especially your partner, can be in constant crisis is because they see you going up and doing better in your life, and they don't want that. They're either jealous of it, or they fear they're going to lose you, that you're going to take somebody better than them. So they go in this crisis mode. Do not entertain this kind of, vampires in your life. Okay? Don't allow people to use you. And if they using you, it's because you allow it. If somebody is controlling you and using you because you allow it to happen, yes, that's the truth. And if you want to change that, you have to take responsibility for your own self. You have to value your life. If other people do not value you, you got to step in and value yourself and value your life. You, by having a discussion with them, say, don't you value me? It's never enough how much you give to them. You always have to pump them up, and you don't get a thank you, and they don't care about you. So you have to care about yourself. That's your responsibility to do that. Okay? So I'm Alicia from Brighter Life Institute, and I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye.